want to grab a couple little pieces of loot and push up towards podium as we see Jails AS and WBG Spider on top of one another. Spider, yet again, no armor off the rip here. Needs to be very careful. They do not want to have a repeat of last game as they come through looking to find anything for themselves. Jails AS also, though, not able to find armor, will find a blue set of armor here and can potentially turn things onto WBG Spider. Spider will find the blue armor he's looking for here. Purple armor even. And finds himself in a much better situation than he was at the start of game number 4. Into Jails AS here with the nunchucks. He's going to swap into the Hong Sword with a very short F coming through. Then the swap back into the Nunnies for some huge damage on AS. AS with the F invested already as Spider keeps the pressure up here. Spider trying to eliminate AS before they have a chance to get over that threshold so that they can pop that Mortal Defiance off the ult. We will see a fan LMB coming through, flipping onto Spider, but Spider keeping the pressure up as we see SA trying to keep away so that they can get that ult to have that safety net to come through for them. So Spider will take the opportunity to go for a full reset here as he comes in. The re-grapple onto the follow-up with the nunchucks doing a ton of damage. Yet again, the uppercut going to follow AS out the window with the re-follow yet again. We will see the bubble come off the cooldown for AS. AS going to invest that fairly quickly. Coming back for the armor swap though, and AS here playing so hard just to try to keep it alive until they get over that threshold for their ultimate. They will get a massive parry onto WBG Spider. The re-follow-up with the fan from the grapple bump into the jumping RMB doing huge damage to Spider here. Unfortunately, Spider not able to get away, doesn't quite get the ultimate online in time, and Jails AS will be sending WBG Spider back to the Soul Altar.
Spider-Man, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. It's just getting super aggressive off the start, had that purple armor. It just looked like a little bit of overconfidence there as he was just pressuring so hard onto the fight, but the Z ping was able to outlast all of the damage that Spider was putting forward. Had JL's AS been on a different hero that didn't have that much sustain, Spider would have probably came out victorious in that fight. The amount of times that he caught Prio, the amount of times that he was able to get that grapple Prio off onto JL's AS was absolutely insane. Wasn't able to come away victorious into the fight though, as he is going to head to a Soul Altar and take his life. This is crucial for him. He needs to get this MVP here. As we're going to take a look, JDG's verse is going to go down to EWG's Arano with a beautiful carousel coming out from Arano. As we're taking a look back to the other side here, closer to what looks to be the city of Tang, we are going to see KLA's T225 trying to make some plays with the blue hang sword in hand. Frostovis taking a little bit of damage here as he's just passing by. KLA sending some shots through. We're going to see this focus scale rush come out. Doesn't land it onto anybody. Uses it to get some movement up into the air. Wang Liang now into this fight as well, trying to see if they can get some action going. Gold pull sword in hand, which is very interesting, as you guys might know. In Immortal War, which is a format that we are playing of Naraka right now, it is very difficult and very low probability that you will get gold weapons finding them on the ground. You need to usually win a Realm of Yang or get a Morris Blessing to be able to get those coveted legendary weapons. So having one this early in the game is going to give him a huge advantage.
So I hate to correct you there. You actually can't get legendary weapons from loot piles in Immortal War. The only way for them to have got that was to solve the puzzle in Podium. Which means that's what we talked about. Wang Liang was spawning close to Podium so that he could loot up and potentially move up to Podium to get himself that huge advantage, and that's exactly what he did while he was off camera and we were watching some of these other fights break out. WBG Spider back at it again, though, on to JDG's verse, looking to keep the pressure up here with a purple fan in the back pocket here. Goes for the uppercut, doesn't quite find it on to Versus. Versus able to get a scale rush just around the corner, and Spider getting his ankles broke just a little bit here. His verse just keeps this going. Keeps going up, finds the scale rushes over Spider's head. Spider will finally find the uppercut, doesn't find the RMB into the fan, will find the turnaround. Left click though, Verse looking to turn onto Spider. Spider gonna take the fight, comes in with the RMB onto JDG's Verse, will find some huge damage. Verse going back in for the white armor swap though, goes for the scale rush yet again. Spider will whiff the parry into the face of JDG's Verse. Verse will get a little bit of damage there as we're going to back away. Does not want to take the fight, especially as the potential for the third party coming through. We see KLA T225 come across the map there, will be taking the resurrection nearby. Spider keeping the pressure up though, doesn't want to allow Verse to get away here. He wants to have a good early game so he can take it into that late game and find the MVP he so desperately wants.
JDG's verse getting out into the open is able to find an armor swap for himself here. Definitely doesn't want to be in these buildings, so he will be able to ult here. Spider with a huge parry coming out, and that's going to be it for JDG's verse's first life here. We're going to be flipping over JL's AS, the person who eliminated Spider at the start of the game, now facing off against him again. Drops the grapple combo off onto JL's AS. Doesn't take the fight, though. He sees the purple armor. Is going to let AS go for the reset here. There's also a couple of players jumping in for some third parties, and that is going to be very difficult. Spider needs to play this as safe as possible, but also as aggressive as he can. He needs to pick up kills, and he needs to stay alive. So it's very difficult decision making for him here. He has to make those split-second decisions where it's like the perfect time to engage into a fight and the perfect time to back off. As he sees KLA TT25 getting low, he is going to give chase to him here, putting KLA's TT25 on the back foot, getting chased on by at least 2 or 3 players here. XCG's Wang Liang fully committed into this fight, trying to chase him as much as possible. But KLA TT25 doing a beautiful job at weaving and ducking everyone. Broken the ankles here, and it looks like all of these players starting to back off. WBG Spider still waiting in the wings, as well as a couple of these other players. It looks like they're going to be getting ready to try and enter this realm of Yang, and that's where Spider's going to really shine on the Shyol, is being able to completely isolate a fight with barely anywhere to run. He's going to be going very much... It's going to be very difficult for these players to fight against a Shyol in the realm of Yang.
Yeah, as we take a look here, the realm of Yang coming through so many of these players. What am I looking at, Seb? Oh my goodness. Almost nobody makes it in either. They all tried to contest the same realm of Yang, and like one person gets in. Everybody else across the map going to be able to find their entry into the realm of Yang. 11 players still left remaining alive. DRG's Fong versus OUG's Mike here inside our first realm of Yang. A massive parry coming in from DRG's Fong on to Mike, though. Mike, no armor, a little on the back foot here, trying it to take control of this fight. Will find the charge left click, though, into DRG's Fong. Fong going to be feeling forced to pop the pillar there, tries to get it, but Mike able to avoid the stagger from it. Fong playing pretty risky, wants to stay on top of the pillar, though. Mike going to come in. We will see it. Clank and Fong will get the pot off here, and we will see them turn things back around with the charged LB off the dagger and take the elimination onto OUG's Mike.
Absolutely crazy elimination. Tried to go for that freeze, but he was able to let off that focus attack just in time for him to be able to come away with the kill in the realm of Yang. Spider not making it into the realm of Yang. Unfortunate for him. This is where he was going to try and pick up one more kill, get himself a bit of a better scale going. He definitely needs to put up a few more points onto this board. Luckily, nobody's broken away too far from the amount of kills that people are getting. The max amount of kills that we have on the board right now are 2. So Spider is technically tied for second place right now. If you are thinking about it from a mathematical standpoint, he does want to try and break away from the crowd, though, and put a more secure amount of kills behind him. And even luckier for him as well now, Arano and Frostivus are going to tie that realm of Yang, not giving either of them the chance to get another kill. It would have put Frostivus on 3, making an even bigger gap for Spider to try and come back from, because he is only on 1 kill. He's going to try and get a few more here in the mid game. It's the one problem here with Spider is if he overcommits in this mid game and goes out, it's going to be very tough for him. So he's really got to play this as smart as possible. But DRG's Fang on the other side here with a huge parry coming out, trying to go into the stone form, almost gets parried again, but turns that slash around at the last second. And XCG Wang Liang is going to get fully eliminated with 2 kills on the board here. DRG's Fong picking up his 2nd kill of the game. Spider closing in, and as it looks like TE's Railgun and DRG's Fong are going to start fighting this out here. Fong with the buff in hand as well, so he's going to have so much confidence going into this fight. Railgun, I'm pretty sure he does need to get a Soul Bloom. This could be very difficult now. WBG Spider going to try and come away with the kill, but the ultimate saving Railgun. And Spider with the pistol shot. Oh my goodness! Picking up the kill from downtown. Absolute sniper, picking up the Soul Bloom and getting that purple armor. Absolute advantage for him here as well. As 72 seconds left on that Vermilion's Birdmite for Fung, he is going to try and chase down this kill onto Spider. He's hungry. He's upset that his kill got stolen, and he definitely wants this kill badly.
Yeah, Spider playing that out really well. I'll be honest, I didn't expect him to make that pistol shot from quite literally downtown. Spider able to break the ankles as well, get away, look to take the reset. Over to OUG's Mike, going head-to-head here with Wolves CDY. Mike a little bit on the back foot here. Those cannon shots coming in doing quite a bit of damage to him. Wolves will find the charged LMB off the purple dagger in the uppercut, but Mike looking to go for the carousel here is just going to get most of the full juggle, the whole full juggle onto Wolves CDY. With CDY going to use the F to break away and negate some of that damage, and the stagger coming in will find the charged LMB off the dagger yet again. Will find the ultimate as well on zipping, but Mike, man, the pressure just keeps coming in here on the long throw. Doesn't quite find the freeze, looks for it again, doesn't quite fight it, but we're going to find Alliance's Frostivus coming in for the third party. Will CDY looking to keep the pressure up. Mike here with no dashes left whatsoever, kind of on the back foot as CDY gets almost a full reset coming in from the ult, and Alliance's Frostivus shuts it down with the charged army coming in off the pulse sword. Now Will CDY going to take the opportunity to reset and loot up what's left of the body here. Unfortunately, that's OUG's Mike falling further and further down the standings to 8th place with another 0-point game.
And ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a sad thing that we are going to see the replay of right now. It does look like WBG's Spider's reign has been ended in this game. Unfortunate for us, we're not going to see him come away with the victory here. Wondering what happened. It was DRG's Fung who picked up the kill. He is going to get parried here. Crazy parry into those golden nunchucks. Oh my goodness. Absolutely insane here as DRG's Fung with a vengeance. He said, "You stole my kill. I'm not going to let you get away with that." As he's coming out, he does pop the ult and keeps the fight sustained on pretty long, gets an armor swap over a little bit, but Fung able to answer with everything in him, tries to come away with the kill. 1 HP and a dream, and Fung able to come away victorious in that fight as we're flipping back around to the live game, ladies and gentlemen. DRG's Fung against Wolves' CDY here. We're going to see that charged LMB, coming out, try and get him up into the air. Is going to be able to connect on that one. We're going to see the scale rush away. Fung wants to hit a reset here quickly before re-engaging onto the fight. CDY giving more pressure. He is on that Z-ping, so he'll be able to reset a little bit quicker than Fung will, as he needs to pop these pots as opposed to using his skills to heal up. DRG's Fung is going to end up being able to back off and get a pot off, as these players are both going to take a bit of a reset here. And Frostivus with 4 kills is actually the player who is looking to be climbing up today. And it looks like KLA's T225 as well. No points on the board for him so far. So crucial for him to put these points up. As well as DRG's Fung, 26 points. They're trying so hard to climb up. And taking Spider out of the game was huge for Fung as well. So we're going to see this second Realm of Yang pop off, and there's only 6 players left in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. As we head into the Realm of Yang, it is DRG's Fang versus Wolves CDY. A couple seconds left remaining before this Yang pops off, and it doesn't look like anybody else is going to make it into the second set of Yang here. Both of them going to go airborne here. Fong, of course, on his classic dagger demon self here, looking to make something happen here. Will find a grapple in on to Wolves CDY. Wolves going to go ahead and pop that F. Will find the charged LMB off of the dagger. Fong going to return around with the charged LMB of himself, followed up by the huge assassin's lunge. Wolves just no place to go, and Fong cleans it up so easily. DRG's Fong on demon time. He's got that purple armor, purple dagger. He's in a happy place. Going to come through those legendary dual blades coming out, but I don't see Fong dropping that dagger anytime soon, as we will get a second Realm of Yang. Actually, it's going to be KLA's T225 versus EWG's Arano. T225 with no eliminations under his belt here. He needs to find 3 points to cross into that 30-point threshold, so he needs this Realm of Yang pretty bad. Arano staying very airborne, looking for those arrow shots here, not quite able to find them. The scale rush coming in from T25, not going to connect just yet as this fight continues to go. Looking for the scale rush yet again, but it's going to be T225. He takes a hit from Arano's scale rush, looking to keep the pressure going. T225 will find a scale rush finally in here on the Hong Sword, will convert a charge RB off the Hong Sword onto Arano. Arano going fairly low, feeling pressured here to pop their abilities here. The freeze will come out. They do finally break through there. They're going to get that old activation in from Arano. Now T225 just needs to find something here. Unfortunately, misses the freeze opportunity, and Arano is going to look to try to tie this out. 31 seconds does not look good for him, though, as he goes extremely low. We will see the F invested by T225, the F also invested by Arano. Arano, no place to go. T225 takes control of the neutral again, and that's going to be it as they take that Realm of Yang. And we do see T225 finding their first elimination of the game as we cut over to Wolves CDY trading blows with DRG's Fong.
Wolf CDY is going to end up backing off here. Oh, a huge bow shot coming out from Fung, forced to pop that F ability to be able to gain even more health back. They did get a pot and the F off as Fung is going to not go for the parry. Wolf CDY able to turn that around quickly just in case. Fung is a very, very good when it comes to the parries here, and CDY taking a lot of damage. Has popped the ultimate, so we aren't going to see the Mortal Defiance come out, but we are going to get to see a lot of health regained. He's able to kite just long enough to gain himself a lot of health back. We're going to see him coming around. Fung on the dual blade, CDY on the purple dagger, the 1-2 coming out, but the Deado rounds from what it looks like to be Frostivus's pistol are going to grief Fung a little bit in this fight here. CDY getting dangerously low, no ult, has his F ability back up here. Is gonna wait to pop it, pops now, and then is gonna go for that reset as Frostivus ended up coming into that fight, setting everybody to the other sides of the earth, trying to come away with a kill, but everyone ended up spreading out now. So CDY getting that full reset. Everybody in a very close proximity to each other. There are only 6 players left on the map. CDY and Arano both need to get a kill in the next couple of minutes here. Otherwise, they will be going completely eliminated due to that Yang depletion. TG25 hungry for some more kills as well. He needs to put that score up. Otherwise, he is not going to pass that 30-point threshold. Fung doing an amazing job at trying to catch up as well. Already 4 kills on the board, tied with Frostivus right now for that first place. But Frostivus does have a lower standing in the overall scoreboard as him. So we are going to be seeing this fight popping off pretty quickly, though. CDY, TT25, and Arano all in the same area, as TT25 with the longsword sap going to deal so much damage to Wolf CDY. Gets a huge parry off of him. TT25 now getting dangerously low. Arano taking to the skies to try and third party this fight. He only has 2 minutes and 21 seconds left on his Yang depletion before he's going to go completely out. DRG's Fung now getting into the mix, getting frozen here as KLA's TT25 is going to come away with the kill. Arano stealing the bloom, but TT25 going to freeze him now. DRG's Fung now focusing all of his power onto Arano. Gold nunchucks versus gold nunchucks as Arano takes to the skies and is able to back out there. Super great way to surgically get that bloom. 2-2-2-5 with a huge parry into the sap, back to full health. This is absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. JL's AS just losing so much of his HP there. KLA getting a full reset.
Yeah, T225 here finally over that 30-point threshold. Heading into Game 6, he will be one of the only other players capable of winning. But don't forget, DRG's fallen by 27.3. If he continues to have a good game here, he could also find himself over that 30-point threshold, looking to turn on to JL's AS here, taking quite a few shots. Goes for the pot there, but is going to get a bow shotted out here. Goes around the corner, almost gets it. Is not going to be able to get it. Is going to be forced to cancel it as AS continues to keep the pressure up. A massive jump coming in from KLA's AS, and Fong is back on his dagger demon time. He needs to break away and find the reset here without using his ultimate if he has any hopes of keeping the game alive and keeping that opportunity for him to go over the 30-point threshold. Is going to find the perfect little spot on the backside here as the zone collapses to get his reset in. Unfortunately, he does lose that set of legendary dual blades he has in the back pocket, so now he's going to be forced to play off of the dagger. But I don't think DRG's Fong really minds too much. The boy loves himself some daggers. We take a look. Frostivus taking the opportunity to get a repair onto that pole sword. 5 players left remaining alive as Zone 3 completely collapses onto Zone 4, meaning we're going to see the first of those late game Bane Breath, as well as our first set of legendary armor coming in through the Morris Blessing. Arano on the backside. Fang gonna see him here, spot him out, wants to come in, maybe a little bit of a payback for earlier. There we go. The box is gonna come through. Fang able to come in, gets the legendary armor, takes the fight to Arano. Arano gonna take the armor swap into the full set of purple armor, and DRG Fang says, cool, you can have the armor swap. I'm not gonna overcommit here. I got the armor. I'm gonna get out of here. Comes up on the rooftop looking to get the 2-na in. We see Arano go a little too far overhead here, so Fong just gonna get himself that reset as well as the full 2-na. In fact, come back in and pick some more out of the box here.
I do believe that gold jade is the nunchuck soul jade. I'm not 100% sure. My Chinese reading skills are intermediate at best, so I would not be 100% sure. But seeing as he's switching to those golden nunchucks, it could mean that he does have the Dragon's Roar available. Do not take my word for it, though. We'll wait to see if he throws it for confirmation here. As we're taking a look, EWG's Arano also got gold nunchucks on the board, and This game is getting very intense, ladies and gentlemen. KLA over the 30-point threshold now, and it's going to be up to Fung to try and pick up at least 2 or 3 more kills, get that first place placement, and he'll be able to join the 30 club as these players are closing in to what I believe is circle number 5 or 6, starting to close already. We are nearing the end of the game. This is where the stalemate kind of starts. Everybody is starting to chill. We're actually only on zone 4, ladies and gentlemen. There's still a decent amount of time left here. We are going to have a lot of downtime here as none of these players want to go out in 5th place. They're going to be pushing it to the last possible second until we have to engage. KLA doesn't even have his ult left. So they're going to try and get some rage back, maybe send some range shots out, get some of these players to use their resources, their heal pots and their shields before that final circle starts to close. Rune, do you got any predictions for us? What are you feeling like's going to happen in this game? I'm feeling some DRG's Fong.
I mean, yeah, I'm feeling Fong too, right? Fong knows how close he is to hitting that threshold. He does not want to go another game without being above it. He wants to go ahead and get in there and look for his opportunity to take this bi-weekly, especially given how much he's griefed OUG's mic today, which is kind of DRG's Fong thing, right? He loves to land onto OUG's mic and keep him from being able to make progress. He has done an excellent job of that today. Mike all the way down in 8th place right now, meaning that Fong, if he's able to get into that 30-point threshold, this strategy finally works out for him. I feel like in the past, him constantly looking to grief Mike during these bi-weeklies has kept him from being able to reach the threshold and make something happen. This time around, not only has he been able to grief Mike, he's right in that range to go ahead and break into that threshold and potentially take the bi-weekly final for himself.
And it'd be really cool to see that happen and take to see KLA's T225 or DRG's Fung. Like I said earlier, if Spider didn't win this game, I feel like he's not going to be able to win in games 6 through 8. I just have this small inkling in the back of my head that's telling me that he went out early in these 2 games. I don't think he'll be able to pull it back when there's even that added pressure of T225 and DRG's Fung as well being on that level of the 30-point threshold.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I never count Spider out, honestly. He just needs to find an MVP, right? And especially the more players that cross the 30-point threshold, the less focused out he's going to find himself in the lobbies, which opens up more opportunities for him to take it. So I can't really say that Spider, just because he doesn't get it this game, doesn't get it overall. He's in a really good position compared to a lot of the other players here in the lobbies. He's WBG Spider. He's had a really good day. And OUG's Mike is all the way down in 8th place. Like, that's his big competition at the end of the day, at least in his head. So for him, being 10 points above him and constantly being in a position where he can take it any given game, I think he's got pretty good mental going forward, even if he doesn't get it this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just my feeling. Is I feel like it's gotten to a point where the Spider's going to be so like he sort of threw away 2 games, and of course it was a situation. It was unfortunate, like the way that Spider played. Like, he wasn't playing necessarily bad. There was just some RNG stuff that was messing around with him. There were a lot of different elements that caused Spider to go out early in these last 2 games, and that could completely change around in game number 6. But I just have an inkling of these players are gaining so much momentum. T225 and Fung, they're steadily climbing, where Spider popped off and plateaued and is now descending, that these other players, they've got motion and they're going up. So they're going to have a sort of, their mental status is going to be a little bit more inclined and more energetic than Spider's would be.
Yeah, I'm inclined to disagree, just because you've also got to remember that, like, WBG Spider has been the target the last 2 games, right? Like, everybody's looking to eliminate him, and even though everybody's on default skins, there's no names being shown to everybody. These players, they play each other every single day. You can very quickly identify somebody's playstyle. As soon as you identify that a player is WBG Spider, you're going to lock on him in these last 2 games and do everything you can to eliminate him, to keep your hope of winning the game alive. And heading into game number 6, if Fong is able to get the 30-point threshold, now there's 2 other players that these other players also need to target out of the lobby. It opens up a lot more space for Spider to kind of move around, if that makes sense, right?
Okay,
They really have to either just go, okay, hey, we're just gonna get Spider out and just continue to only focus Spider. Otherwise, it just opens up more space for him to do the thing. T225 here taking some huge shots there. The legendary pistol Soul Jade putting in work, but he's still on the backside here, able to find the reset that he's looking for here. As we cut over to DRG's Fong, just putting in work on EWG's Arano. He's gonna find his 5th elimination. This is huge for Fong. He's at 29.5. If he finds one more elimination or lives through one more elimination, I do believe Fong will cross the 30-point threshold. He's got that legendary set of armor. Oh my God, he finds it, ladies and gentlemen. The pal driver, the back slam coming in off of the dagger, just putting in work, gets a huge heal out there as well. DRG's Fong also going to find the full reset. Jails AS going at pretty low. T225 going to freeze up here as he takes a lot of damage. Alliance's Frostivus getting a little caught out as well. Fong just keeping the pressure up. A massive parry onto Frostivus with the follow-up. There it is, the DDT. DRG's Fong lives and goes up in the point threshold here. Or no, that doesn't get him there. He needs to find another elimination or survive another one. But Kaylee's T225 goes so low. He's got to go airborne here off the back of this. Forced to use those dashes to keep alive. No chance of getting a heal either. DRG's Fong looking for the bow shots. T225 just trying to keep the game alive. Will find an armor swap into the white armor, but it doesn't matter. Fong coming in, putting in absolute work there with the nunchucks. A massive parry coming in from from T225 onto JL's AS. A little bit of a heal coming in there. The sap putting in work for T225. ALS gonna get shoved into the zone. Fong finds the elimination, goes over the 30-point threshold. We will have 3 players going to the next game. Will take the mech, looks to come in, wants to pressure AS out of this zone. It needs to drop down very shortly and find a hit there. Will find the hit. AS locked down into the zone. Fong keeping it up, but the healing might be too much for DRG's Fong. He's looking for that MVP here, ladies and gentlemen. AS on the back foot now as Fong finds some huge hits in there. We continue to see the zone put in work. Fong on the backside, the parry could spell disaster for DRG's Fong. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. JL's AS finds it. But I do believe it is going to be DRG's Fong who walks away your MVP here, and he goes over the 30-point threshold. His coach clearly just telling him there, he's like, yes!